Woke Hollywood liberals stunned over working class woman destroying white privilege narrative.
Let's get into it.
Would y'all guess who's in this episode? Miss Jada Pinkett.
Oh, she actually?
Yeah, she's in this episode. Let's just click it though. I don't know any information.
I don't want to hear a mother.
I don't know. I have no idea, man. Black Conservative Perspective posted a shot. My boy, Black Conservative, man.
Yeah,
I used to love
Jada
in the bed.
I like you, brother. I'm sorry. We be taking your clips. Everybody.
Sorry, bro.
We
I
love
like
you,
Black
brother.
Conservative.
All right, keep it 100.
I
Sorry.
actually watch his videos.
I know y'all gonna get hot at me, but back in the day, Jada Pinkett, y'all want to say she used to be.
Bro,
She's still fine.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
It would hurt. I know what I'd be
Set it off. Set it off, Jada Pinkett.
Oh yeah, she was doing.
She's still pretty sexy.
Not like set it
No,
off.
yeah, but her mind is actually.
You ever watch Set It Off?
Nope. Her mindset. Let's see what's going
For
on,
real?
guys.
Nah, I gotta make you watch that movie, bro.
What you what?
He never watched Set It Off. Oh damn!
I knew it. I knew I should have said, "Don't play with my baby."
I ain't gonna
She
lie.
look like she finna go to the MMA.
You're really a racist, bro. You
Hey.
need to work on yourself.
Hey, I was
What the f does that mean?
He's
fag?
trying to break your shit.
Nah, that's not what it means.
He's trying to break your shit and put
That's
it up
not
your
what it
booty
means.
hole. He said.
Wow. Oh, okay.
What the f?
I'm sorry, bro.
What the f?
That's how he broke
I
it.
guess when you warm
That
up
shit
to
was
some
crazy
gay comments,
as
He said that he broke
it's
your
easier
shit
to
and
make
then went
gay
up.
comments.
What?
Because when you make your first gay comment, it's like, you know,
it's so funny.
It's like a little shot.
It's
You keep
funny.
going, go deeper and deeper into the gay comment until you just don't give a fuck. Get online and say all type of gay shit.
Great thing about Chelsea is that she's a straight shooter. It's hard to find people, specifically white people,
that want to talk about
that
it.
want to talk about it.
You know, mommy used to always tell us, when you're
that her
born white,
sister
you're
or
born with your
something?
foot in the door, and that's real talk.
No,
that's the
no,
truth.
no.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta hear what she's
She
saying.
said, "You
right
know what
now.
mom used to tell us."
Yeah, I gotta hear what she's saying right here.
Great thing about Chelsea is that she's a straight shooter. It's hard to find people, specifically white people,
That want to talk about
that
it.
want to talk about it.
You know, mommy used to always tell us, when you're born white, you're born with your foot in the door, and that's real talk. That's the truth.
Right. A lot of white people don't feel like that.
Okay,
Y'all was all
well,
born
yeah.
rich. They was all born rich, wasn't they? Or
don't
maybe
think
they
so.
not. I don't know.
Hell no.
Either way, though,
I thought she was at that.
arcades,
I
it's a
thought she
bad
was
way
at
to
a
think.
private school, a private institution school that allowed her to do like arts and stuff. When she was at Tupac, the little private school in Baltimore.
I don't know nothing about her to know. I just know that that's a horrible way to think.
I think that this is
Pretty victim-y.
This
That's
is
extreme.
I think it's planted at this point, bro. It's just insane that they think like that.
It's extremely
Why put it on the
calculated.
shelf? What was the point of that?
They like to push that.
Why put it on
Because
the shelf?
there's like studies that show that, especially as a kid, like shows and things like that really affect how you perceive the world for real.
I bet it does. That's actually insane.
Like you remember when you were a kid, you watch shows about high school, you think like that's how high school is gonna be.
Facts.
Should have my own reality, but high school.
And it worked. I was just like had this mouth on me, and I thought, oh yeah, like police are safe.
I had a lot of revelation in watching your documentary, seeing how white people could actually be confused by the idea of white
Chelsea
privilege,
Handler.
and why there would be some white people that believe that white privilege is non-existent.
So what we're filming is a documentary on white privilege to see if it exists or if it's a fantasy that people are just making up in their heads. What do you think?
I think it's something they're making up in their heads.
You don't think it exists?
No, I had the same privileges that the other guys had, and
What other guys?
other guys, black, white, Hispanic, you know.
Right.
I think everybody makes their own choices.
You were surprised about that.
I was surprised because,
Really?
because privilege to a lot of people is related to money.
That's how I thought of it.
Right.
Right. And I read a line in a book that said, to many people, equality feels like a loss.
Right.
And that's the moment, that was the line. I'm very big on one line takeaways.
Right.
Equality feels like a loss. And then I thought, what would I be willing to give up in the name of equality?
Right.
If you were to say to me, hey, give me your house and everything's going to be fair and equal.
Right.
Sure, of course I would.
Right.
But what would individuals who have nothing to give
Right.
be okay with giving?
I feel like if you're born white, you're born with your foot in the door.
They're saying a whole bunch of nothing right now. It's
That
hard
doesn't
for me
make
to.
any sense.
Yeah, it's hard for me to really understand.
I misunderstood.
I'm sorry. Sorry for my language. Okay.
Line in a book that said, to many people, equality feels like a loss.
Okay. To many people, equality feels like a loss.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does.
I just want to hear her elaborate on that. So can we play for a little bit?
That's how I thought of it.
Right.
Right. And I read a line in a book that said, to many people, equality feels like a loss.
Right.
And that's the moment, that was the line. I'm very big on one line takeaways.
Right.
Equality feels like a loss. And then I thought, what would I be willing to give up in the name of
But
equality.
we gotta
Right?
pause right there because that's a statement, brother. It's not. She's not going to keep continuing.
Hold
She is
on,
gonna
equality.
continue, but she continue for 20 seconds.
Ain't
and
this
ain't
like
say
two
shit and break it
different
down.
things?
Yeah,
Equality is a loss. So that's that. Like they're basically saying that it's because we're all equal. That's a loss. What
It doesn't
equality
make sense.
equals a loss?
It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Because Pause. Because
I'm pausing.
like in communism, I said it so wrong. Oh my god, in communism. Oh my god, I can't say it. Communism. Everybody the same. So like, everybody get paid the same. So it's like a loss. But like equality, I think it's equality and equal. I said it's 2 words, ain't it? I'm tripping.
No, see, I think what she's trying to say is
Equality and equality.
Black people
Inequality.
Equality.
They still feel like they need more. That's what I see it as.
I don't know.
I'm gonna let her.
what she's trying to say.
I don't
I
understand
really,
this.
before I speculate, I just need to hear more.
I don't know. I'm probably tripping. I said some real
Equality feels like a loss.
Right.
And that's the moment. That was the line. I'm very big on one line takeaways.
Right.
Equality feels like a loss. And then I thought, what would I be willing to give up in the name of equality?
Right.
If I really were, if you were to say to me, hey, give me your house and everything's going to be fair and equal.
Right.
Sure, of course I would.
Right.
But what would individuals who have nothing to give
Right.
be okay with giving?
Right.
I feel like if you're born white, you're born with your foot in the door.
Absolutely.
I've sat down and broken bread with
crazy.
underprivileged white people, right? So I could see how there would be white people in America that would say, I don't know how I'm paying my bills. I don't know how I'm going to get my kid into college. Privilege? I'm out here struggling. What are you talking about?
Right.
And I think that's a defining word, that's struggle. I've had hard times in my life, but I've never struggled to eat, to have food on the table,
you, though.
worried about my next job in a real way.
Right. But there are a lot of white people in this country that do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying white people
Oh,
don't
yeah.
struggle. Absolutely. But that's a good word to use. And it is kind of intimidating because people don't want to get out of their comfort zones. That
absolutely.
people
That's
who
real
say,
talk.
I don't see racism, it's because you don't know any black people. So when would you witness
right.
it?
So, have you come up with a definition that you feel really describes white privilege?
And I always use the example that, going into a grocery store as a white person is totally different than going into the grocery store as a black person. No one's looking at you to screw up. No one's looking at you to take something. No one
Right.
suspects anything. Do you know how many times I've walked out of grocery stores because the line was too long and I didn't feel like
Right.
waiting? I was like, this is annoying. I'm just going to take it. And shoplifted. I mean, talk about entitlement and privilege. I just knew I wouldn't get caught.
No, God, no. I thought Jada Pinkett was going to say some stupid shit, but she did say some stupid shit at the beginning, though.
No, but then she kept it 100.
What the white people with their foot?
Yeah,
in the
but her
door?
sister said that's what her mama always taught us. That.
But the white lady agreed.
What? That it was white privilege?
She said
No,
she
yeah, she was
agreed.
for a while. I guess she was
I don't know.
agreeing to white privilege.
They kind of had points that didn't like. They weren't agreeing necessarily on that. It seemed like because she was saying that white people struggle too.
Yeah,
and
she
she's like,
said-
yeah, I'm not saying the white people didn't struggle. I'm just saying like.
Yeah.
She's saying, I think a lot of people think white privilege means like white people automatically have an advantage over you because they're white. And then what she was saying was like, well, white people struggle too. Like they still have the same struggle. Like don't know how they gonna keep their food over their food on the table, roof over their head, things like that. White people have that same struggle. So I think that's what she was saying when she says like.
I feel like the only privilege that somebody have is with wealth. So if your wealth is up there, I feel like you have a little bit more privilege.
Well, I think
than
my
a lot
white
of people.
privilege-
All I
I
think privilege is
I
if he's
think-
born with money or not.
I
That's
don't think
really
it's
all
that
it
at all.
is.
I think it's what Vivek says, like the 2 parents and kind of how you was raised, that environment. I think that's almost the privilege because you got people who have money and then their kids still tweaks out, but then you got people who they middle to low
But they
class,
but
their parents.
Yeah.
But they tweaked out because they got a lot of privilege to tweak out.
Yeah, but that's that.
I mean, there's people who don't have
That don't make
freaking
sense.
money that tweak out still.
The privilege is the guide. I think, in my opinion, the privilege is having 2 parents that gonna get you right.
Yeah, that's gonna point you in the right direction.
I
things
feel
that.
like-
I would agree with that.
Ain't
honestly.
privilege is like you could get away with anything, right? In it,
I mean, I
like
guess
you.
that-
Let's look
is
up the
a- that is
correct
a privilege
definition.
in a
But we know the
sense.
definition, but
Privilege means like an advantage. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, that's pretty simple. But like,
You're at an advantage.
well,
if
I
you
was
have
gonna
2
say the
parents who
grocery
give you
store
proper
example
guidance.
was stupid because
That is stupid as shit.
But it's not if
it
you're
is,
saying
bro.
that.
That's
I go
not
in
an
the grocery
advantage
store-
in
I go
life.
in the grocery store
How
all
is
the
that?
time
We
and
just
they
looked
say
up. We
that.
just looked. That's not an advantage that you don't get. That
Yeah,
changes
it would
nothing.
be more.
I'm not
it
gonna
would be
steal.
more judging
So
the
it
book
doesn't
by its
change
cover
anything.
to like just think a black person's gonna come in there and rob something. But yeah, I mean,
But like, even if so I'll go to a store and say they follow me, whatever. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm just gonna buy my shit and leave.
I know
Or-
that black
or
people
not.
are known for stealing more than white people. That is what it is sometimes. You can't get upset.
Or the
about
area
that.
you're in, or all that.
But it's definitely people out here believing in white privilege. Because
I don't think
I've been
I
watching
don't
some
really
cop
think-
videos.
Is there any
and it's
more
really
like
bad.
clips to this talk?
No, I don't think so.
Only privilege I can say
Well,
is
yeah,
your
well,
I was
wealth.
looking for it. It's a long clip. It's actually 11 minutes somewhere. Somebody, hey man, tell us, guys. I always see this right here. Okay, yeah. What the hell is RRL? LR off. What the hell is that? Like, that's what I've been trying to figure out. He's always getting his videos from here. Y'all know what that is? I don't know.
This is a Facebook show. Maybe that's something to do with it.
Yeah, I know, but it's always a lot of clips right there, guys. If y'all know in the comments, I looked it up. I don't know, but yeah, nah, this is actually stupid as f. They're making shows off white privilege and really like trying to experiment off that shit.
I think a big problem is the way you perceive the world is the way things will be for you. You know, if you see yourself as a victim, then you'll be a victim. If you see people and you're looking for people to have more privilege than you, then you'll probably see more instances. It's like, you know, you never notice a car until you looking for that car. Now all of a sudden you see that car everywhere because you're looking for it.
Yeah, but
You
it's
don't get what
nothing
you're looking
nobody
for.
can say to make me believe that there is a white privilege or anybody has a privilege over me. I feel like I can do anything that anybody else
Me
can
too.
do.
I definitely
That's
feel
just
like
what
that
it
way
is,
too.
guys.
Me personally.
For them to make stupid shows off this is actually disgusting, guys. They actually need to stop this shit.
They want to make some money, bro.
Yeah, money, man.
I want to make you feel me. You know, you feel my pain and my emotion, bro.
But, hey, if y'all know what LR off is, guys, please let us know. We are been looking for that, guys. We're out here. Let us know what y'all think about white privilege in this episode.